Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. And the cat is out of the bag. Angela Rayner, the Labour Party's stupidest MP, has opened her big gob and revealed what we all knew really what was happening. Labour plans road pricing. It plans mass surveillance of every single car in the country. They will know where you are, when you are going, where you are going from and to. They will know your journey at all times. We are moving to the police state under Labour. That is their plans. And how do we know that? Because Angela Rayner is very, very stupid and has told us all. It's amazing, isn't it? It's amazing how this woman is allowed to have any kind of authority when she has got the IQ of a dormouse. Well, we're going to have a look at this because it is definitely worth the looking at because it is now blatantly obvious that that's the direction of travel. Mass surveillance. Cameras everywhere. From your door to your office to the shops to your holiday destinations. It doesn't matter. You will be surveilled and you will like it. And worse, you'll be paying for it. Here goes. So Angela Rayner has revealed Labour's, quote, secret plot to roll out the hated ULEZ scheme across the UK. Ignore that line. That's not what it says. What it's saying is we're going to introduce mass surveillance and put you on a pay-to-drive scheme so that we monitor every car journey you take and charge you appropriately. And I'll tell you why that's the case. In an interview with Sky, after Labour's by-election defeat in Uxbridge, Angela Rayner admitted that the hated ultra-low emission zone, £12.50 a day driver tax is coming to towns and cities across the whole of the UK. The Conservative have accused Labour's leader, or Deputy Leader Angela Rayner, of letting the cat out of the bag on the secret plan to roll out Sadiq Khan's hated ultra-low emission zone driver's tax to towns and cities across the whole of the UK. And that's not what it is. Now, if you were going to say, right, we're going to have it across the whole of the country, you've got to have low emissions. How do you do that? That is cheap, affordable, easily testable, can be implemented almost immediately, with a lead time to give fairness, and which would require no surveillance, no control, no ability to charge you for your travel at different rates according to the different times of day and at different rates according to the age of your car, and therefore older cars get paid, they have to pay more, therefore it's an indirect taxation on being poor. And that's what they're doing, because there is an easy way to do it, and that is you say your MOT tests the cars must meet and have an ever rising level of cleanliness. So where there are, let's say, 200 grams per whatever, then take it down to 180 180, 160 or whatever, and you bring it down over time, over say 5 years, and you slowly bring it down over time, then you know every single car on the road is getting increasingly cleaner, and you don't need to track people. That would be the way to do it if you were in any way concerned about the environment. The way that they're doing it shows that they don't care about the environment. They want these, quote, ULEZ schemes, and they're using ULEZ. Oh, well, look, clean air for people, clean air. Nothing to do with clean air. Cameras everywhere. Monitor car. Look at your car. Where's your car come from? Where's your car going? Right, now that we've got these cameras here, let's move away from ULEZ and let's go road pricing. Let's price you off the road. Oh, and we'll charge you more if you're travelling at busy times. Rush hour, when workers have to get to work. The bosses can just roll in late and we'll go in at 10 o'clock, it's cheaper then. So you're taxing the poor more. Nice one, Labour. And also, why do you feel the need to monitor every journey of every car, every day, for every single person? Big Brother is watching you. Now, we need these Blade Runners in London to keep tackling the cameras. Everyone needs to get those laser pointers and burn those cameras out. And that way, this will never happen. And what we also need to do is say, never vote Labour. Labour are turning into the Soviet Union. Surveillance. I tell you what, when you get your 15-minute ghettos that Labour were all for, Labour are all for the 15-minute ghettos, You'll be having internal passports like the Soviet Union, and you have to get your papers stamped. Why are you leaving this zone? I'm going to work. Stamp, be back by 7 o'clock. That's how it's going. That's what these 15-minute ghettos are about, to control and kettle the population. And now they want to monitor every car use. If they're truly concerned about environment, they just, put it on the MOT, as I say. But they're not. They're absolutely not. And that's the direction of travel. So the issue has come as the latest concern with Labour receiving funding from Just Stop Oil's bankroller millionaire Dale Vince. They should ban all political parties from having any funding except by their members. That's how you deal with that. And if the members can't afford to pay, you don't have a party. And then you don't have the power. Otherwise you get this. You get people with axes to grind, or people with political punts putting money into parties, guiding the law because they're rich, punishing the poor because they're not. This has already led to Sir Keir Starmer announcing he will ban the drilling of oil and gas in the UK, which means it'll have to be imported from around the world. So it's not very good for the environment because we still need the oil. We can drill it here and get it here. But no. It's still going to be drilled. It's going to be drilled over there. But now millions and billions of tons of carbon has to be moved across the world because we still need it. But now we have to pay all the transport costs, which is not very good for the environment, surely. Getting local supplies is good for the environment. Isn't that what the Greens keep telling us? Local supplies are better. Why not use the oil we have right here? Why not use the gas we have right here? Oh, because it's bad for the environment. We're still going to use the same amount of gas. We're not doing anything. Closing this oil field down just means we're buying more from that oil field. Same amount of oil, and indeed an increasing amount of oil, will be used for at least 100 years. These people are nuts. They're bonkers. But this is insidious. This is nothing to do with the environment. This is all to do with getting people used to having cameras and using the cloak of environmentalism. Oh, but we've got a climate emergency. Not while there's private jets, we haven't. So anyway, Miss Rayner appeared to make the admission when she was grilled by Sky News on Sadiq Khan's ULEZ expansion, being the reason that Labour lost the Uxbridge and South Ruislip by-election. Now, I would say to everyone watching this, if you are in a place where they're about to put in ULEZ cameras, find out who the party that's putting them in is and vote them out. And tell them that's why you're voting them out. You do not want to be surveyed. You do not want to have cameras looking at you all the time. You don't know who's looking at you. You don't know what they're seeing. You have a right to privacy. And that includes privacy of movement. Why should they constantly surveil you? Why? What gives them that right? And tell them, if it was about the environment, they'd change the MOT law. See what they say then. They won't answer that because they know that that is a solution if the problem was the environment. The problem's not the environment. The problem is us. They want to watch us. Wait until the law comes in, you've got a camera in your house. France have just brought in a rule that on your phone, the authorities can, without your knowledge or without your consent, turn on your phone camera and your phone mic and your GPS remotely. They can know where you are, what you're looking at, and they can listen to your conversations without any kind of court action needed. Any policeman can do it. They can just go in and turn it on. How long before that's here? They're monitoring your cars. They're monitoring where you are. They're monitoring your conversations. Still want to vote for them? We need to completely change our system. This is tyranny. This is worse even than the Soviet Union, because the Soviet Union didn't have that technology to monitor us. They still had the internal passports, which will be the next thing once the 15-minute ghettos are implemented. We need to fight this at every stage, and we need to start fighting now. And I shall stop there. Thank you very much for listening. I'll come up and we'll finish the video. Now I'm sure there'll be people sitting there and thinking, oh, he's a conspiracy nut. Well, it's not a conspiracy when you can see the evidence with your own eyes. Why else are all these cameras going in? If they truly wanted clean air, they'd just change the MOT law. Why are they doing that? Why are they doing it on age of car, not on output of car? It's because they want to take transport off the poor people. And that is all towards moving towards these 15-minute ghettos, This is what the low traffic neighbourhoods are for. They're putting blocks in the road, making it harder for you to get in and out of these areas. This is all the plan. The 15-minute ghetto, you'll eat your bug burgers and you won't be allowed to travel. Oh, and you'll be surveyed every minute of every day of your life. They'll know who you are, where you are, what conversations you're having, who you're talking to, what you're saying, why you're thinking. Monitor, monitor, monitor. Big data, all goes in. They know. It's almost like pre-crime, isn't it? They're monitoring everything. Then the AIs are out there working out who's going to be the troublemakers. And then they go in and get you hard. Probably debank you. Don't forget, if you don't have cash, they can cut off your money supply like that. And if you've got no money, they can starve you into submission. This is also why they want you to move away from gas, because it's very hard to cut gas off. But they can cut electricity like that. That's why they're already taking copper phone wires away. They want everyone to go on internet phoning, because to actually cut a mainline phone off, they have to go to the exchange. That takes time. Communications you can get out, whereas if it's internet, they can cut it like that. So all of a sudden, bit of trouble, bang, your electricity's off, your power's off, your heating's off, your access to money and credit cut off. You've got no means of communication, your communication's cut off, bang, at the push of a button. Think I'm wrong? Just go and look at everything they're doing. The signs are there. We're moving into a dark age of freedom. We're having our freedoms removed. People, go out and buy CB radios. Go and do that. Go and buy a CB radio and have it, wherever you can get it. Put them in, because you're going to need them. Also, go and buy yourself wood burners. Go and buy yourself anything you need to keep your house warm when they cut off the power, when they decide that that particular neighbourhood is problematic. It's coming. Anyway, I'll stop. I'll finish, and I'm just worried about the future. Probably okay for us oldies, but what the next lot going to have? No freedoms whatsoever. If we don't fight it now, we never will. If we don't stand up, if our generation does not stand up, the next generation won't be able to. Anyway, thank you very much for listening. If you like what you're seeing here on the channel, please hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, leave a like, leave a comment, please share the video. And until next time, stay safe, stay well, stay strong, and fight everything they try to take from you. And certainly laser pointers in the cameras, time and time again. Bye.